Welcome to another realm. Prepare to journey into the unknown. Look for answers, help those lost souls. We get a bit spicy and very bold. The passion for the untold. Love, laugh, and live life. We find missing here. We love spirits here. We find real clues here. Tara listens to important words sent to her from another realm. Words that get mysteries solved. Thank you to the higher powers, always sending the rays of light to protect us all.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Monday, August 10th already. It seems like time is absolutely flying by. Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Come on in. We got an urgent topic to talk about today. We were going to do a panel discussion about Nancy Guthrie, but I've changed it up all of a sudden because there's stuff happening in the Jack and Lilly Sullivan case, and I want to cover that. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a good day so far. Jack and Lilly Sullivan is such a sad case. These kids have been gone. This is day 465. Where is Lily? She's age 7. And Jack, age 5. They went missing from Nova Scotia, Canada. And this is one of those cases that's been really frustrating. And it doesn't seem like there's been much progress happening in this case. But I've all done a reading on the case. You guys all know what my readings say. I do firmly believe that the RCMP is doing a fantastic job, and they are on top of it. And I believe they've got a lot of stuff they're holding very close to the vest in their investigation. So yeah, hi everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Come on in. Please hit the thumbs up button for me as you are coming in the door. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And please consider becoming a member as well. It really helps out the channel a lot. So I'll just do a quick rundown of my reading on this case. Of course, I foul play totally. And suspects, I'm getting 2 men, 2 prime suspects as men. And there is a third out there, also a male. And I'm getting, there are several females and males that are covering up. They're covering it up to save their asses. Straight up. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Are we ready? Everybody ready? So, Melania, am I saying that right? I'm probably totally saying it wrong. I think it's Melania. The mom has finally come out and actually has done a statement. And so I want to go over that statement with you right now. So this is fair use commentary. All video credit goes to CBC News Nova Scotia. I have the link for the channel in my description. And we're going to do a commentary conversation on this. Okay. So this is their mother. It's been 465 days since these kids have gone missing. And I am going to make it very, very clear in my readings. I don't get that the mother is involved in any foul play. Okay, I believe, though, she knows deep down inside her heart what's happened. But as far as the actual disappearance of the two children, I don't see her involved, and it breaks my heart for her. Okay. So yeah, come on in, everybody. Hit the thumbs up button for me, and let's get started. Moderators, keep an eye on the chat. You know what to do. If my channel is very simple, if you're rude to me, you're blocked. Period. Like, we don't do timeouts and all that stuff here. If you're rude, you're obviously not meant to be here, and you will be removed. Yeah, maybe her heart can't process it. Yeah, like she's grieving, right? I feel so bad for her. While we're watching and stuff, please fill the chat up with pink hearts. Fill the chat up with pink hearts. And then for Jack, let's do blue hearts. Okay, so blue and pink hearts. Let it rip. Fill up the chat, please. Okay, so let's get started here. Make sure my volume is up good. Okay.
And know me, know that I would never do anything to my children and that I love them very much.
Thank you for doing this. Malaya, it's been more than 15 months since you've seen Jack and Lilly.
So I got her name. I butchered her name. It's Malaya, not Melania. Malaya. Sorry if I got that wrong. Okay, let's keep going. I can't even fathom the stress that she's going through.
How are you doing?
Not good.
How do you spend your days?
Just one day at a time, surrounded by family and friends and support systems, going to therapy regularly. I do a lot of art and I see my daughter. We always plan everything that we can to keep my mind busy.
And I know.
Keep her mind busy. That's the number one thing, right? Keep her mind busy. Thank you for the hearts. They look beautiful. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you very much for the hearts. Unbearable pain. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I just can't. There was something I was going to mention too, and I've lost it. I don't know what I was going to say. Okay, give me a minute. It will come back.
We've heard others talk about Jack and Lilly, and they've described them, but you spent the most time with them. What can you tell me about Jack and Lilly?
Lily is a very bubbly little girl who always smiles and loves to pose for photos.
She's so beautiful.
And LOL dolls, and to dress up girly. She loves dresses. Just like me when I was younger, I was always wearing dresses. She always loved to pick out her outfits, and I would bring her some and she would pick them out. Jack loves bugs. He loves playing outside, digging for things. Anytime he got a new dinosaur, he was always excited, and loves those dino smashers. Those were his favorite. They were both always so happy.
And how were they with each other?
They loved each other. They hugged each other. They would say sorry to each other. Sometimes they would get in fights with each other, but they would always make up.
What do you miss the most about them?
Everything. Their laughter, their smile, their hugs, their smell. I think it's just when you're a mom, your children have...
Oh, they're so cute. Oh, it's just so tough to watch. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Again, like reading the whole situation, again, I don't get anything from the mom. I don't get any bad vibes from the mom at all. So please show her some love and support.
A particular scent that you never forget. And it's just something that you know, especially when they're born and you're holding them in your arms. And it always stays with you.
And how were they with you? I've heard they were both very close with you in particular.
They were both mama's kids.
Oh,
They love their mom.
And you've been holding on to their things. You brought some with you today.
Yeah.
And you've still been buying things for them.
Yeah, I bought them Easter baskets and Valentine's Day stuff
for them.
Yeah, I bought them. Yeah.
And you've still been buying things for them.
Yeah, I bought them.
what?
Yeah.
And you've still been buying things for them.
Yeah, I bought them.
I'm hearing EVPs already. I clearly just heard something say secrets, more secrets.
Easter basket.
And you've still been buying on to their things. You brought some with you today.
Yeah.
And you've still been buying things for them.
Yeah, I bought them.
Wow, I actually heard thank you. Maybe it's somebody talking in the background. I heard thank you, and I heard more secrets. Maybe there's somebody sitting beside her and prompting her. Wow, that was crazy.
Easter baskets and Valentine's Day stuff. Their Christmas stuff. Birthday stuff. Unopened cards for them to open when they get home. I have everything. And I continue to get more because it's what helps me cope.
You're holding on to it so that you can have it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For when they come home.
I'm reaching out to everybody of Nova Scotia. All of you need to lift up this mother. All my Canada people, you need to lift up this mother and give her support. I feel really bad for her. Canada is such a nice country. Come on, Canada. You know you can help. Yeah, me too, Quinn. She knows deep. If I'm right, she's deep in her gut. She knows.
So if we can we go back to May of last year, May 2nd? What's the last memory you have of seeing or hearing Jack and Lilly?
Hearing their laughter of them playing
Oh my
together in
God.
the bedroom. And seeing Lily's face pop in the bedroom.
You laid eyes on Lily that morning.
Yeah.
And you heard Jack?
Yeah.
So when did you see Lily? Do you recall?
Can't recall the exact time.
Sometime after they woke up that morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what was the next thing that you remember of that morning?
Just waking up, seeing Daniel next to me, and I didn't hear them. And I woke Daniel up and said, I don't hear the kids. So we both went out, and then that's when we started looking for them. And that's how it all unfolded from there.
You called 911, and then chaos ensued, basically.
Yeah.
Do you remember those hours?
The trauma is so severe to the point where, like, I block it out because it's hard to sit with it and sit with reality. And with no answers, I just...
All right, sorry that I had a phone call.
I just don't know how it even happened, or they should have...
Okay, I need to rewind a few minutes. Sorry, I had a quick phone call there. I had to take that call. My gut feeling, yeah, but doesn't know where and what happened. We don't know her reasoning for her silence. She still is limited to what she could say. I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, exactly, Lori. That's totally it. She knows. She knows. And she knows who's done this. You know, anybody that has dealt with people in their lives that have substance problems, you know, we all have that negative story in our families, and you know deep down something has happened, and that's totally what I'm getting here. Hi, Carla. Big hello from Newfoundland, Canada. It's my first time on your channel. I just became thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Carla. I've seen you in my comments section. Thank you so much. I'm in British Columbia, by the way. All my family is actually from Prince Edward Island. So I'm an Easterner at heart. Thank you for being here. She's already been. Yeah, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Yeah, my heart goes for her totally. Yes, I saw. Thank you very much, Carla. Okay, so let's keep going here.
Sit with it and sit with reality. And with no answers, I just don't know how it even happened, or they should have been found that day, and an Amber Alert should have went out. And
that's a very key point she just mentioned, and I'm glad she mentioned it. There was no Amber Alert. They didn't issue an Amber Alert. It's crazy. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. Yeah, we get Amber Alerts here all the time in British Columbia. We get the Amber Alerts from Alberta, too. They should have issued an Amber Alert immediately. I believe that really, really hurt this case in the early time period. So, yeah, thank you very much for the floating hearts, Carla. Thank you very much, hon. Okay.
it should have never happened.
In hindsight, what do you think went wrong? You mentioned the Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Well, I asked the police for an Amber Alert, and they kept telling me one's going to be issued. And I'd go back another few minutes, and they would keep telling me the same thing. And I just kept asking and asking. And
I would have been absolutely frantic. And you brought up the exactly right point there, Krista, is that it probably didn't meet the criteria, right? A lot of the time, at least from all the Amber Alerts I've seen here, it's because of, somebody's usually a custody problem, right?
And all they sent out was that alert. And I don't feel like that was enough.
The vulnerable person's alert.
Yeah.
Which went to 2 counties, basically.
It should have been across the country.
Do you think that they're in the woods?
I don't know. I just want the police to give me answers on where they're at and bring them home.
How do you feel the RCMP investigation has been going?
I feels like I continue to get the same update over and over, and I keep asking for
Okay.
new avenues, and they keep saying we're working on it, and I just don't feel like that's enough. I feel like I deserve more than that, and
unfortunately, there's nothing like I understand how she wants more input from the RCMP, but unfortunately, they can't talk. They can't tell her anything. They can't tell her anything, especially when they suspect foul play. It's got to be tough. Like even lately, I've been talking a lot about cases I've actually helped find the people here in British Columbia, and these cases they weren't foul play. Okay, they were like missing persons. Overdoses, teenagers that have run away, that type of thing. Um, and even in those cases, I've been standing right beside the family members as they're talking to the RCMP. And the RCMP is like, I'm sorry, we can't tell you anything. That's just how it is. They can't tell you. So yeah, I understand that. It's got to be so tough.
I deserve answers on where they're at, and I need them home.
In terms of the evidence, we know that searchers found a cluster of boot prints, one child-sized boot print on the trail, believed to be the size of Lily's shoe. What do you make of that? And the fact that there was another footprint found in a recent search?
I don't know, because
I know.
I don't think I can speak on that.
I know why there's boot prints. I know why there's footprints. And yeah. According to my reading, I'm getting that in the beginning, these kids were actually being like chased. They were trying to get away from some very nasty abuse that was happening to them. And that's totally what I'm getting. They actually like ran, and people ran, the perpetrators, did their thing. So yes, finding boot prints, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
Then the same with the pink blanket. Do you want to talk about the pink blanket?
I don't even know how it even got there.
Okay, coupon.
That was Lily's blanket that had been old and ripped apart?
Yeah.
And had
Yep.
been presumably in the garbage can, but made it
Yep.
onto a tree a kilometer away.
None of it makes sense, and I just demand it.
A tree. Okay, so part of the blanket ended up on the tree, kilometer away. I actually showed that in my reading as well. I follow. You guys know I was new to the case. I hadn't watched anything. I followed it right up to where they found the blanket. Yeah. I think I know why the blanket is there. It's not been like false planted there. If anybody suspects that, I'm not getting it's been false planted there. I'm getting it was, as far as the perpetrators go, they're probably pretty upset that the blanket was there. Let's put it that way. Like in the perpetrator's eyes, I'm getting that was a serious screw up in their plan. Thank God. God works in magical ways, and I believe the blanket being found is God's way of helping, trying to help.
Answers.
What's your relationship with RCMP?
At first, it was I had to explain a lot, and which I obviously didn't mind. I gave them everything that I knew and that I had, and that.
False, yeah.
But it seems like the relationship is kind of dwindling off because they're just not explaining enough. And I understand that they are busy and they have many other cases, but also
See,
I just,
my heart goes out to her again in that, that's one thing. A detective from the RCMP needs to actually sit down with her and give her a bit of comfort in this. They need to be like, okay, they need to reassure her that they're on top of it. Like, for her to be sitting there thinking that they're too busy to work on this case, well, I disagree with that. I believe that they are working on the case. I support the RCMP. Okay, I've actively helped the RCMP, so I am a RCMP supporter and all law enforcement supporter on this channel, by the way. But they should be sitting down with her and kind of like having a chat with her to ease her comfort a bit, and just explain to her why they can't tell her anything. You know, have a clear, open conversation with her about why they can't talk about it. The investigators are doing everything they can to investigate, and when it's a foul play situation, of course they're gonna zip it. And also that this case is all over YouTube, then yeah, they're gonna zip it even more. They're not gonna say anything. It's totally understandable. Yeah, I can imagine, Krista. Yeah. And yeah, there are certain detectives that are not very public relations friendly. Let's put it that way. And then there are some that are excellent. So yeah, I understand.
feel like more should be happening.
I know at points you were questioned heavily by police and even given polygraph tests. Did you feel you were interrogated?
No, not at all.
No.
Did you ever feel RCMP were suspicious of you?
I would assume at first because they didn't know the answers. But the RCMP know now.
You've been polygraphed how many times? Twice?
Twice.
What was that experience like?
Oh, that's interesting how she says she feels she wasn't interrogated. Maybe that just means they were gentle with her. I find that statement a little bit weird. Yeah, maybe I could. I don't know if she would answer a psychic or not. I really don't know. I have spoken with the grandma, Belinda. I could try. I don't know if I could ever get through to her, but I could definitely help her. Speaking of which, some of you know this, but speaking of which, I'm actually having one of the families that I've helped where we found their loved one. They're going to actually make a statement soon. I'm going to record an interview with them. I talked to her this morning, and I'm actually really hoping I can have her come over here and just sit down beside me, and we do like a live, and I will have her tell you everything, how I totally helped her, and I am the real deal. So yeah, hopefully that happens soon. She's a really, really busy lady. She's got like 5 kids. So I'm hoping we can fit in even 30 minutes. I told her this morning, I said, please come over. I'd love to see you, and give her a big hug. I haven't seen her in about 2 years. And yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, because honestly, I'm getting tired of people not listening to me. And that's just my thing. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. There's a whole bunch of mediums and psychics all over the world, right, that are fake, and they are full of shit. And because of that, it screws it all up for people like me who are legitimate and who really know what they're doing. And it's like a constant battle back and forth trying to get people to listen to me. So I'm hoping having her sit down and tell you everything, that I might be able to forward it on to important people and they'll be like, okay, wow, maybe we should actually listen to her. So I know you do. I know you all believe me. It's not about having you guys believe me. I need important people to believe me. That's what it's about. I need people that are like searching people. I need them to believe me. It's actually not about any of my viewers. I need like search and rescue people to actually go, okay, we should call Tara. That's what I'm looking for here. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's keep going.
Nerve-wracking, mostly because of the question I was asked. The second one wasn't as bad because I had already been through one, but I understood why they had to be done, and I just got through it. And because I knew the truth.
What was the question?
Good. She's got a strong support group around her, doesn't she? From what I've heard, which is excellent. Like, my hat's off to everybody that is giving this lady some support. She really needs it. Lift her up, keep her strong, and let's find these kids and get some justice.
The first one was if I it's too heartbreaking to say.
What was your answer?
No.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Did police ask if you had anything to do with...
I have a location scenario for these kids. And I know there's been hundreds of searches. People have been searching everywhere. I know all about it. But I have a location circumstance, I guess you would be. I just need to try and find the location. And like I've said earlier in my past live streams, I believe the only people that will actually find this location I'm picking up on are people that have lived there for a long time. Locals that have been there their whole lives. I'm flat out, I'm just going to come out and say it. I see these kids in a mine, okay? And I know tons of mine have been searched. I know this. But this is something that, say, kids that grew up there in the woods in that area would know. You know where there's a secret spot over there? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting these two brothers have put these kids in an abandoned mine that a lot of people don't know about. It's like way off in the woods somewhere, and most people don't even know it's there. That's what I'm getting. So if anybody's watching and you're local and you know those backwoods like the back of your hand, keep looking, because there is a mine somewhere close to their home that, it was, who knows, like Joe Blow's mine that he had in his backyard type thing. And it's been shut down for decades. But local kids that know the area and grew up there would know it's there. That's what I'm getting at. So, Crimson, thank you very much for gifting a membership, hon. I appreciate you. Whoever received the membership from Crimson, please give them a thank you. Thank you so much. So I hope that makes sense. I'm getting that it is fairly close to their home because these guys didn't have time to go far. Okay. And the other thing I was getting is I've been getting a gravel pile all this time. Well, it just clicked the other day for me that, you know what this gravel pile is? It's a tailings pile. So if anybody out there is watching and you're from the area and you know of some old abandoned mine that nobody ever goes to or knows about, you know, Joe Blow's mine down the street in the woods, and there's a tailings pile, you need to check those tailings piles. That's the gravel pile I've been seeing all this time. So, okay, there you go. I hope that helps somebody that's watching.
The disappearance?
No. But I kept asking that question myself to them, and they would just reply, "That's a good question," but also I didn't know why they wouldn't polygraph me for that as well. But I already told them if any more polygraphs are going to be done, that I'm more than willing to go in and do them.
You wanted them to ask you that question?
See, good for her.
Can I ask you that question? Did you have anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lilly?
No.
What do you think happened to them?
See, she knows. This is what I'm getting here. She knows. Look at the look in her eyes, the off distant look. She knows what's happened. I'm getting that she doesn't know how to talk about it. Like, she doesn't know how to say it. Like, she might actually be fearful for her life on this point. Like, I believe she's protecting who's done this. You know, she's almost like fearful to say anything. Look at the look in her eyes, the off distant gaze.
The only thing I can assume is someone took them. But for what reason, I don't know.
She knows. She knows. And I'm going to come flat out and say it. The number one trigger, or like the number one thing I'm getting flat out, is drugs. Drugs. Drugs is an epidemic around the world and is a major reason for a lot of these children going missing. The parents having addiction problems. Period. And then, you know, negative things that happen around addiction and abuse and yeah. Yeah. A lot of pain in her face. Yeah. She's scared of something. Yep. And to be honest, I'd be scared too. I understand. I totally get it. I completely understand. Again, please fill the chat up with pink and blue hearts to keep the pink and blue hearts going for the kids, right? Yep. I mean, it's almost straightforward common sense here on this whole thing. Like, we're just, all of us are just waiting for the hammer to fall, and I hope it falls soon. To have the main suspect have charges laid against him for R-ing a woman. Can you imagine what they did to children? There's your answer. It's very straightforward. So the RCMP, they know what they're doing. They know. They must be waiting for one key thing before they can pounce. what is they have a oh, I'm trying to think of something. The last case I was working, the RCMP said a very, very strong statement to the family because they weren't sure if it was foul play at that point. The officer said something to her along the lines of, we need something like solid concrete that they can, they just need that one thing where they can go and they can get on it. You know what I'm saying? When was this? This was recent. 8 hours ago. CBC Nova Scotia, 8 hours ago, it says. So they probably talked to her over the weekend. Okay. I'm so glad she's come forward and talked. It makes such a difference. It makes such a difference.
And it would have been from your home. Definitely that morning.
So
But
I guess I'll just keep talking about how my reading was kind of as we go. It was that morning, right? I'm getting the timeline is also off, but the timeline is off by hours. I'm getting that morning was literally that morning, but I'm getting something happened early morning, like say 2 a.m. ish. And I see two men that were up partying flat out. Two men using substances, doing very, very evil things. And there you go. Completely.
come back home.
I also see quads, 4-wheel ATV quads, possibly two of them, most likely just one, but I'm seeing quads. I'm seeing these kids being transported on a quad. I'm getting that in the very beginning, they were actually being chased. I'm getting these kids did try to run. They tried to get away from these nasty, nasty men. And they were chased. Could explain why there is the pink blanket caught on bushes. Like, that makes me want to cry, actually. That's totally what my reading gets, what I get.
RCMP have publicly
Evil.
said they have no reasonable grounds to believe this was criminal. Do you think this was criminal?
I honestly don't know.
She does know.
I'm just waiting for the police to give me all the facts.
You think they're withholding from you?
I feel like they have to protect the case, and I understand that. And even though it's hard and extremely frustrating, I just have to do what
You
they
just have to
say
keep.
and pray every day that they bring them home.
As you know, there's been a lot of accusations flung your way from Daniel Martel, your former partner, and his family, that possibly you or your family were involved in some way.
Yes.
What do you say to that?
I honestly don't know what to say because we both know we were in the same bed that morning. So I don't understand why they would make up stories.
After that first weekend when Jack and Lilly went missing, on May 3rd, the Saturday, the day following the day that they were reported missing, that was the last day you were there in Lansdowne. There's been widespread skepticism Alea, about why you chose to leave the scene that day. What would you like to say about that decision?
Very good question, eh? Excellent question. This lady's done some preparations here. Everybody, please take 2 minutes and hit the thumbs up button for me while we're watching this. I see 149, 152 of you in here. Thank you so much. Please hit the thumbs up. Okay, let's see what she has to say about this.
The police had said that we should go, and told my family privately to take me out of there. And I was in too much state of shock that I just wanted to be with my family.
Yeah.
And my daughter. So we got out of there.
And she has a baby. She has an infant as well. Thank God her and that infant got out of that situation. It's, yeah.
And the police met us back at Mom's.
And they were updating you there.
Yeah, and I had to do a very lengthy interview with them.
Why didn't you go back?
Who would want to go back?
I don't think I can touch on that right now.
Right? Yeah.
Is there anything you can say about what life...
Okay, what did she just say?
Is there anything you can say?
I don't think I can touch on that right now.
Okay, so she asked why didn't you want to go back? And her answer explains everything. It's very simple, common sense, straightforward what's happened here.
I don't think I can touch on that right now.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Is there...
I can't even fathom what this person has done to her. I would be scared too. That's my reading on her. I fully get that she's very nervous. I don't blame her. Yeah, I don't blame her. Yeah. Drugs. I'm not going to go into a big drug chat right now, but drugs are the common denominator in a lot of these cases.
Anything you can say about what life was like before May 2nd in the home with Jack and Lilly and Daniel?
Jen, she will be reunited with them when she reaches another realm. Unfortunately, I'm getting these children are not with us anymore and haven't been since day one.
I don't think I can talk about it right now. I'm sorry.
So all of these months later, I know there's been also a lot of questions about why you've stayed so quiet, and that usually a mother of missing children would be speaking out, and even on a megaphone. Why hasn't that been the case for you?
Because the police had told me not to, that
Yeah.
it
They
would
told her to-
jeopardize the case,
Yeah.
and I just did whatever they told me to do
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't want to.
Yeah, like that's common sense. That's what the police do. Like even the cases I've helped with, the non foul play cases, even those cases, the RCMP tells you to be quiet. There's cases I can't talk about. I'll never be able to talk about. They've told me to. You have to be silent when authorities tell you to be quiet. You have to be quiet. So I understand.
Jeopardize the case in any way. And
Yeah.
I also wasn't ready because I'm continuing to go through extreme trauma, and even this is extremely hard for me.
And there has been intense scrutiny on you and your
Yes.
family in the last few months.
I don't feel I owe people anything. If anything, I'm owed answers, and to have my children back to me. And I believe the police know what they're doing, and that they're doing everything to find Lily and Jack and bring them back home to me.
Yeah.
You still trust in the process?
That's all I have.
So why now? Why speak out now?
I just feel I need to continue keeping their faces out there, that they're out there somewhere, and if they see me on TV, they'll recognize me, and maybe
Tough.
somehow they'll be brought back home.
When you think of them today, where do you envision they are? Or do you?
That they're being well looked after, and they're together. That's all a mother could hope.
What keeps you up at night?
Wow, okay. Oh, never mind. I was going to say there's a quad sitting right there. But this isn't the property, so disregard that.
Just not being able to tuck them in at night and give them a hug and kiss and read them a story. Sleep beside them. I miss them a lot. I look at their pictures on my fridge and all over my walls, and I break down in tears because I miss them so much, and they need to come home.
On Canada Day, you recently walked in a parade.
Oh, this is really good.
And
oh, that's really good. They did that Canada Day. Oh, that's wonderful. See, so that's what I'm getting. Like my readings telling me somebody that has grown up there and knows that place like the back of their hand. Please, if there's somebody watching, you know what I'm talking about, please go there. Like, I know there's tons and tons of mines there, and I'm getting, this is just a little tiny one, Joe Blow's mine he had in the back of his property. It's been closed for a long time. I'm getting local kids growing up there would know it was there. You know, one of those secret spots. That's totally what I'm getting. And I'm getting it's not far from home. Actually, it might be very close to where these perpetrators grew up. That's totally what I'm getting. I'm C2 brothers. And this is a place where they knew when they were kids and teenagers, this certain place in the woods. Locals would know.
There was a float for Jack and Lilly, and you had some of their items that you made for them, keychains with their pictures on them, handing them out to the crowd. What was that like for you?
It was very emotional. And I just kept walking forward and kept my head straight. Because I was doing it for them to.
Thank you for being here, Steph. By grandpas, it could be Donna. It could be the grandpa I'm picking up on. I'm getting possibly that this mine, this person that owns this mine shaft, I'm getting it's like a hand dug, rinky dink thing in their backyard. They've got a tailings pile that possibly is almost overgrown now. And I could be wrong, but I'm getting that the owner of it very well might not even be with us anymore. Like, they might be deceased. So I don't know much about this case. So grandpa's, it could be. Could be. Yes, totally. Yes. Like, the reason why I keep saying this is I think of me and my husband, okay? My husband and I, we've grown up with each other. We've known each other since we were toddlers. And we used to go and party in the woods. And we had special places that we would go. Us kids knew where it was. Forts in the woods we made. That's what I'm getting. Come on, there's got to be somebody watching right now that knows exactly what I'm talking about right now.
Bring awareness to them, to keep their faces out there and bring them back home. It was a very large crowd, and that's not something I would normally do. But
bingo.
I did it for them.
That was a big step after remaining, quiet and not in the public for a long time. What was the reception like from the crowd?
I'm at the point now where I can't worry about what people think of me, because people who are close and know me know that I would never do anything to my children and that I love them very much.
So tough. This is, I'm going to say it. Please be careful, like women out there, if you're watching. Please be careful who you pick to be your boyfriends or your spouse and stuff, especially if you have kids. Like, when you are finding a new boyfriend or whoever, and you have kids, your kids should be number one priority instead of you. You should be asking, would this person be nice to my children? Like, flat out. That's totally what I see here. She's somebody, oh God. Bad relationship. She's picked the wrong person. And I'm sure she's full of so much regret right now. And it could be why she's terrified and doesn't want to talk. Abuse, abusive relationships, drugs. I see her possibly wobbling on substance too at that time. Aggressive, forceful boyfriend. Oh yeah, I see it. I see it, you guys. I see it. I see it.
I understand you've also been taking part in other searches for other missing people. One just recently as well.
Oh, good for her.
Why do you do that?
Because I feel very helpless right now without having answers or knowing what's the next step to do. And so helping others is basically all I feel I can do.
And I know that you've said
that is so nice to hear. I didn't know she was doing that. She's actually helping search for a missing person. That is fantastic. That is so good for her to help, to be able to help. Plus, while she's helping look for other missing people, she's got to be having her eyes open, looking for her own as well. Yeah, that's really good. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Lena. Hi, honey. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. My readings tell me she was like passed right out cold. Yes. I was going to say a certain drug. I'm not going to say it. But yes. She was out of it and didn't know what was happening. According to my readings.
do your best to drown out the noise and not pay attention to it. But we know there's been a lot of public skepticism and criticism. What's that been like for you to deal with on top of everything else?
I don't like the negative attention and the made-up stories that are taken from the case because no one has answers. So it seems like they're making up answers for clicks and views, which is so disheartening because...
Yep, I totally understand what she's saying here. I completely understand what she's saying. And that Daniel has been all over YouTube. It's so obvious what that guy was doing. So obvious what he's doing. That's what I'm getting, Judy. Yeah, like completely out of it on something. Yes. Completely. And I see these two brothers were up I guess you would call it partying and doing some really, really bad shit. Yeah. Completely. Behind her back. But I also getting that she knew of abuse that was happening. I do get that. She knew what was happening, like abusive wise, and didn't do anything about it. Obviously, look at their home. Look at their home.
These are my babies, and these people are taking away from the case and causing distractions. And I don't know whether it's purposely or unintentionally, but it's not okay. These are my babies and they need to come home.
Okay, so I've already said this several times. If there's people watching and you're local and you might know what I'm talking of, please email me. Okay, if you know what I'm referring to, this abandoned mine. It's not all the big common mines you see everywhere. I'm seeing it's just somebody's mine that they have done in their back property, and it's been there for years and years and years. It might be grown over, but local kids that grew up in the area, I'm getting these two brothers know where it is, obviously. I could hear them going, okay, let's take them over to the Johnson mine. Like their secret spot in the woods.
And how are you doing now?
Okay, let me just clarify. I said Johnson mine just now. That's just an example. Okay. Please don't take that literal. That's just an example in what I'm saying.
Compared to even a year ago?
Right? Yes, Donna.
The trauma
Yes.
is still the same. I can't sleep without my medication, so it's extremely hard.
See, okay. That explains a lot what she just said. I can't sleep without my medication. Well, maybe she's scared to sleep because something happened while she was asleep. Right? Sleeping would almost bring on a sense of PTSD, trauma. Knowing that something happened while you were asleep. Well, again, people need to support this woman and give her some love and support. I'm usually absolutely always correct on suspects and stuff. And I'm flat out getting that this lady has nothing to do with it.
Your life completely changed that day.
Yeah. No parent should ever have to go through what I'm going through, and I've never wished upon anyone.
Yeah.
It's unbearable, and
like I actually in my like psychically, I actually hear these two men going, okay, she's passed out. Like flat out. Okay, she's passed out. Let's fire it up. Let's do some drugs. She's passed out. I totally get it. Party time when she's passed out.
I don't think I'd be able to get through it without the support that I have in my family.
Tell me what they've been doing for you. Really, how they've come through for you.
We help each other, and we always stand by each other no matter what, and keep each other busy.
When you say that you wouldn't wish this upon anyone, and we know that I've read the comments myself online, mothers who are judging you as a mother. What do you say to those people?
Hug your children tight, because this could happen to anyone, and you just can't point fingers. I feel they don't understand the situation entirely, so they just go off what's being put out there. And I guess they could say all the cruel things that they want. At the end of the day, I know that I'm a good mom, and I love my children very, very much. And
I can't get past this now. I believe that she was in a really shitty situation. Really bad situation. And to have at the time, she had like a baby with her at the time. On top of it all, Oh, yeah. Bad situation. And any mothers out there, if you're any mothers out there or anyone out there, if you're in a bad situation, get yourself some help, especially if you have kids. Please reach out to someone and get some help. Get some help. Do it for your children.
I'd give anything to just hold them right now.
Malaya, what would you like the public to know? If there was anything you could say.
I want them to continue keeping my children's faces out there, keep reposting, just help scream their names to help bring them home.
Come on, Canada. I'm from Canada. I'm from British Columbia. Come on, Canada. You need to do your Canada thing and step up and help this lady. Everybody in Nova Scotia should be standing up and supporting this lady. And I'm actually tempted. I might start printing some flyers here and putting them out here in British Columbia, even though I know the kids aren't here, but it's to raise awareness, right? All my Canada people, please step up and help her. Show how strong we are as Canadians, and we are kind, gentle, helpful people, and support this lady. And all of you that have been out there up to this date searching for those kids, on behalf of me and my channel, thank you so much for everything you're doing. Thank you very, very much for all the help you're giving. I do believe the RCMP are on it and they know what's happening. That's why they're not talking. That means they're working. When the RCMP goes quiet, there's a reason.
That I believe that they're out there somewhere and they will be returned home. I have dreams about them coming home, and I believe it.
Well, that was really good. I'm glad she came forward and finally spoke. Yes, I believe so, Steph. I agree with you. Okay, so there's one more thing I want to show. This is somebody else's channel. This is so fair use commentary. I'm going to bring up this channel. Please, all of you, subscribe to this channel. Give them a like. Tell them I sent you. We're not going to watch the whole thing. There's just a little portion here that I would like to watch. And Belinda Gray, I know there was people are telling me all over the place how Belinda Gray had dug a grave, and that they, dug it up, and that the cadaver dogs hit on the grave and stuff. Well, Belinda actually comes forward and speaks about it here. And I need you to all watch this. It very well could be, Alice. I very well could be. Yeah, very well could be. Okay, so Belinda has come forward and spoke because there's rumors flying all over the place. And I would like us to listen to this. So fair use commentary, please show Hidden in the Fog some love. Give them a like and tell them I sent you. Okay, and so I've skipped forward all the way to a certain chunk that I want us to hear.
Oh, this is not the school, the old school property that we're talking about.
Okay, so that's Belinda speaking. She's talking about this story, okay, of a hole that had cadaver scent in it. Okay.
Okay, so there's a church. Be kind. Are you there? Because there's a church up by Salt Spring. Salt Spring is the place where the kids go to school.
Yes, it is.
And Belinda was just saying that there's a dog handler. So Tint had actually commented about the fact that there was disturbed dirt up by that church.
Sorry, I was just going to say, has anybody? I haven't followed this case too much. Does anybody know? Have they searched the grandfather's place? I'm sure they have. But if they haven't, they need to search the grandfather's place. It might not be the grandfather's place, but you all understand the location scenario I'm seeing here.
And so Belinda had gone with somebody, and I guess basically, well, you can tell. Go ahead and tell the story, but I I promise you, other people.
Okay, and Belinda, I've spoken with Belinda before. If you're watching Belinda, we got this, hon. Okay, I got your back. And I'm going to say it point blank too. I don't believe Belinda has anything to do with this. People were like, I couldn't believe what people were saying to me about Belinda. I'm like, I don't get anything about her being involved at all. She wants these kids found.
Will be coming in going, what are you talking about? Can you repeat the story again?
I was contacted by a dog handler that was on a PBMH search, and that dog handler's dog had made a hit on a spot by a church. PBMH contacted Major Crimes. They gave the information to Major Crimes. He waited a month.
Church.
The dog handler contacted me to see if I've heard anything, or to see if PBMH relayed the information to me, and I told him no. So he told me that his dog hit on a spot and it looked like a grave. And his dog hit at the grave is on an embankment that slopes down, and his dog hit at the bottom of it. Not at the top part, but at the bottom. So I told him that I would contact MCU to make sure that they did get the tip. And he said he'd appreciate that if I could let him know. So I contacted Major Crimes. I asked if that tip was given in. They told me they could not let me know of any communication between PBMH. I said, well,
Right.
if you guys aren't interested in this site, I'm going to go and dig it up. They told me that they didn't have a problem with that I could do that if I wanted.
Okay.
So that's what we did. We went back to the site and we dug it up further.
Good for you. I'm saying it. Grandma, good for you. Good for you.
The dog handler took samples of the dirt. He put it out into his backyard. He's got quite a size property, and he let his dog go again to see if he would hit onto it. And the dog hit onto the dirt. So he totally believes there was something there.
Wow.
This is what gets me. Why do your police not go and investigate these
I
sort
don't
of
know
things?
if it might have been investigated prior to PBMH even getting this tip and checking it out. PBMH was given a tip. We cannot figure out who gave them the tip. It was an anonymous tip going by the dog.
Wow. So PBMH was given a tip. That's very good news, actually. That's really good news. Hopefully it's related. That's very good news.
Dog handler. He didn't know who sent it to them.
Oh, right.
So I don't know if Major Crimes had already checked that out, say maybe last summer. I don't know. But I do know that when I talked to them, they were not interested one bit.
They won't. Someone nice has got a ding dong bell.
Oh, that could be my phone. Sorry. Yes, it is. And I don't know how to go and check whatever's on my phone and then come back here. So,
Well, I'm sure you'll get lots of help because if I do a video of this, you'll have it.
Okay. Is there any?
oh, fresh dirt. I'd like
Yeah,
to know, when did he see that fresh dirt? Was that this year or was that last year? Because was it our dirt or was it the original dirt that was dug up whenever it was dug up?
that was Tint that saw that,
Right.
and Tint told Sue. So maybe Sue can answer that question.
Can I put my hand up, please? I've got a question. Who is Hey, that's it.
Tint is the guy who took the video of the horse trailer,
Ah, yeah. Got
and
ya.
he's done a lot of drone footage,
All right.
but he's now pretty much exclusively, the last time I spoke to him, because him and I were going to be doing something together, and then he contacted me and said that no, he couldn't, because he had decided that he was going to be working with Malaya's side, and that he did not want to break her trust.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Does anybody know that person's, do they have a YouTube channel? I would like to look at the drone footage. Yeah, you never know. I highly doubt she ever will, but if she does watch this, I've got your back, girl. Like, I can help you. I'm not a fake. I'm not a fake. I'm not a fraud. I have found missing people. This is what I do. And I will never, ever, ever charge you a dime. So you're welcome to reach out to me if you want to. Yes, staff. Wow, weird lady. Yeah. That's it. I'll just say I do believe the two kids they're reasonably close to each other, but they're in different spots. They're not together. Thank you, staff. I love you, girl. So does anybody know if that, what is it their person is it? It's called Tint? Tint?
Who decided that he was going to be working, because him and I were going to be doing.
hey, that's it.
Tint is the guy who
Tint.
took the video of the horse trailer,
Ah, yeah.
took the video of the horse.
Tint. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some research and see. Hopefully they have a YouTube and they've posted all that drone footage. I'd love to see it. Hi Joni, how's it going? Good to see you all. His real name is Jimmy Walker, and okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Carla. So cool. I know I should go to Nova Scotia, honestly. I've got family in Prince Edward Island. I've never actually been back east. I know there's a lot of stuff I need to do, you guys. Oh my God. Sorry. Nancy Guthrie, I've actually talked with Jim, the searcher down there, and him and I plan on working together. So I'm just trying to get everything, my ass in gear and everything in order so I could go down there and help. I don't want to go down to Arizona right now, though, anyways. It's the worst freaking time of the year. It's like 110 degrees. But yeah, Arizona's on my radar, and so is another case back east in the States. That's all I'm saying. I intend to go there as well. And yeah, Nova Scotia. Well, I just pray that they find the kids tomorrow and I don't have to go. You know? But yeah, I would seriously consider it. I didn't even think of it until just this second. It could be a good excuse to get out of the fire zone. I know British Columbia is on fire. It's really scary here right now. Water and gravel. Wow, staff. Yes, honey. You know what I'm getting, staff? I'm getting tailing pile from mine. Like an old tailings pile that's partially probably grown over. It's got stuff growing out of it. Nobody would ever suspect it. Yeah. Locals that grew up there would probably know it's there. Hidden, yeah. She has an interview with him. Okay, cool. Thank you. I will check into it. So everybody, please take 2 minutes and hit the thumbs up button for me. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Take a look back at my channel. Those of you that are new, I know I'm going to see new people on here. Thank you for being here. I am a psychic medium from British Columbia, and I have found missing people. A lot of them. I'm the real deal. And just watch. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I pray these kids are found tomorrow, or like even right now. It's still, you know, if you're back there, go look, please. If you know what I'm talking about here, please go check it. I don't know exactly where this location is, but that's the scenario I'm picking up from, and I'm getting it's not that far from where they lived. Two men. I'm flat out getting two brothers, possibly a third, kind of like maybe a dealer. Maybe the third is a dealer. They're a dealer. Someone who inevitably would have gotten themselves involved as well. Drugs are the number one thing here. Drugs and abuse and neglect. Evil, nasty human beings. Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up with this. I don't want to drag this out for hours and hours. I want to get straight to the point with this, and let's get some work done on this case. Again, my plea to everybody in Canada, please do your Canada thing. Come on, show everybody what we're like as Canadians and lift this lady up. And if you're local and you know what I'm talking about, please go check out any of these areas. You know what I'm meaning. Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to end this now. And I might pop on later. We might cover Nancy Guthrie later. We'll see. I got a ton of work I have to do today. So thank you all for being here very much. I will check out the drone footage page. I'm going to look for their website, their YouTube channel now, and have a look at the stuff while I'm working. Maybe he's droned one of the areas already. I have no idea. I haven't looked at any of the search footage, nothing. Okay. I honestly don't really want to. I like to do things fresh on my own with fresh eyes. Okay. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Please send prayers to these children and to her mother and all of the family affected. Yeah. Hit the like button as you're leaving. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Okay. Bye.